Can you hear me if I don't?
Yeah.
All right, I'll use it. Would I shock you if I told you that send out cards, how many of you are familiar with send out cards? Raise your hand if you've heard send out cards. Everybody has, okay? But would I shock you if I told you that send out cards is not a card company? Okay? Let me say that again. Send out cards is not a card company. What we are is a relationship marketing company, okay? Now, do we send cards and gifts? Of course we do. We're one of the best in the world and the fastest growing company in the world that sends cards and gifts. But what I want you to understand today is that those cards and those occasional gifts that we send, they're just the tool. They're just the vehicle for building better relationships in our business and personal life, okay? You may also be shocked to know that over 70% of our customers, we have hundreds of thousands of customers all around the world, and over 70% of them are businesses, just like the businesses that are represented in the room here today, okay? It's not the individuals, it's not the grandmothers who send the birthday cards and the get well cards and the sympathy cards and Mother's Day and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we have hundreds of thousands of individuals that send those kinds of cards, but over 70% of our customers are businesses, and they range everything from little small mom and pop businesses to very large international corporations that do business all around the world. And so that's who uses send out cards, and they use it to build better relationships with their customers and with their prospects. There was an article several weeks ago, well, not an article, actually it was a post on Facebook. Some of you may have seen this. Harvey Mackay. How many of you know who Harvey Mackay is? He is a world-renowned author and speaker, teaches all around the world on the art of sales. How do you get more sales? How do you do more business? And so his post on Facebook a couple of weeks ago was this. He says, bottom line, business is all about building relationships. If you want to make more money and enjoy more lifestyle, you have to build better relationships than the next person. Now, most of us are some sort of business that's kind of competitive. You've got other people that do the same thing you do. So Harvey is basically saying, if you want to build your business, you have to be the best at building relationships. You got to build better relationships than your competition. Now, he does go on to say, send out cards helps do that, both personally and professionally. It's the first company that I've ever endorsed because it fits perfectly with my philosophy. He goes on to say you'd be crazy not to use it. Well, Harvey, thanks for saying that. But what I want to focus in on is the relationship building aspect of that. Okay? So what I do is I teach. And the bottom line for me today is I'm looking for more opportunities to come into either your business or other businesses, people that you know, business owners, people that have salespeople, a sales force, whether that sales force is 2 or 3 people or whether that sales force is hundreds of people. I would like to come and teach your people how to build better relationships, how to turn satisfied customers into raving fans. Most of us know that there's 3 kinds of customers. There are unhappy customers, and they will tell the world how bad your business is. They will hurt your business. Then there's satisfied customers. They don't badmouth you. They just continue to use you, but they don't build your business, okay? But then there's raving fans. Now, raving fans, just like the unhappy customer, they also will tell the world how wonderful your business is, and they will bring you referrals. So how does a business turn satisfied customers into raving fans? Well, it's all about building better relationships. So on your table there in front of each of you is an outline that I'm only going to touch on today. This is the outline that I would use if I were to come and share with you and your salespeople. So I'm going to touch on that today, but we're not going to go into a lot of depth on that. Basically, so relationship marketing. What is it? How do I do it? Why do I do it? And how is it different than traditional marketing? Those are the kinds of things that I talk about. And so let's take a look at this. One of the first things that I do if I would come in and teach you and your people, on the first page of that Relationship Marketing 101, you're going to see a chart there. And the chart has to do with a study that was done years ago about why will people use a particular company and then go out and start, 3, 4, 5 years later, they're now getting that same service somewhere else. Well, there's a lot of different reasons, and you can look on the chart and see that, but you'll also see that the biggest chunk of that pie, the biggest reason, the number one reason why people will use somebody and then go use somebody else is because of perceived indifference. Okay, perceived indifference. In other words, in their mind, right or wrong, doesn't matter whether it's your fault or not, in their mind, they believe that you don't really care about them as a person. They're just a paycheck. They're just a customer. They feel like they're a customer. They don't feel like they're really your friend, okay? So relationship marketing is all about changing that, making sure that your customers feel appreciated and make sure that they feel like they're not just a customer. They're somebody you care about personally, okay? The famous writer, Maya Angelou, probably, how do you say that? Maya Angelou. That's the one, okay? Here's what she says. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel, okay? We have got to make our customers feel like we really care about them personally, okay? On the back side of this outline, you'll see a core philosophy. And the core philosophy that I teach has to do with two things. Number one, it has to do with building relationships first. Focusing on building relationships and not the business, okay? We're going to have all kinds of different communication with our customers. We're going to have all kinds of communication with your prospects, people that you want to do business with in the future. A good core principle is to learn that 80% of that communication, whether that's in phone calls and text and emails and cards and whatever communication you have, that 80% of that communication first be focused on relationships. How are you doing? How's your family? Talk about those kinds of things. And then 20% of that, it's okay to talk about business. So it's all about building what we call relationship credits, okay? It's like a bank account. If you put enough deposits in your bank account, you can make a withdrawal without hurting the account. Well, business is the same way, okay? By the way, could somebody let me know when I've got about 2 minutes left? Let me know when I got 2 minutes left. I want to make sure I've got time for questions. Unfortunately, we all know people that turn that around, and it's like 20% relationship, and 80% of it is all about business. Or even worse, we all know people that every single time we talk to somebody, it's all about, well, do you want to do some more business? And who can you refer me to? And it's business, business, business. And when you see them coming, you kind of want to run, okay? That is not going to help our business. So it's all about building those relationships and keeping that 80-20 rule. The second thing I talk about is building your own personal brand, okay? And all of us, whether it's a brand new business, having that opportunity to start off fresh and building your personal brand, or for those of us that have been in business for many, many years, sometimes it's about rebranding. Because I'm going to ask you this, when people think of you and they think about your business, they think of you first like, well, this is my friend. This is somebody that cares about me. And I would love to do business with that person, and I send them referrals because I feel like I'm really sending business to a friend of mine. Or do they feel like all you care about is just more business and more money and more referrals, and you don't really care about them, okay? So you want to build that brand. You want to brand yourself as being that person who genuinely cares about them and expresses gratitude and appreciation to them for the business that they do with you. That second little star there, celebration, okay? One of the things that I can't tell you how important it is to celebrate your clients through pictures, gifts, and the written word, okay? Probably the biggest bang for your buck is the opportunities they come across. They come across all the time, and we get a chance to celebrate with people the things that are happening in their life. And many times we just sort of let that pass and don't really take advantage of it. So I'm talking about, what happens when one of your clients, maybe they have a baby, so you need to congratulate them. You know, send them a card, give them a phone call, do something to say, you know, congratulations on your new baby, congratulations on your new grandchild, you know, congratulations on the new move of your business. Or sometime, like today, it's all about, I'm so sorry for your loss, okay? But those are the kinds of things that take our relationship from a client-business relationship to a friend kind of relationship, okay? So we need to take advantage of those opportunities. And I'll just be honest with you, it's human nature. We love to see ourselves in pictures, okay? So when you get a card that has a picture of you on it, or a picture of your brand new baby, you know, here's little Johnny, 9 pounds, 11 ounces, you know, 21 inches, and they get a card like that congratulating him, versus a generic card that you buy at the grocery store that says, well, you know, congratulations on your new baby. There's a huge difference there, okay? But whether you do either one of those, I mean, it's important that we do it and not miss out on those kinds of opportunities. We need to celebrate the things that are going on in the lives of our customers and our prospects, okay? There's a lot of statistics out there that will tell you how many touches it takes to turn a prospect into a customer. And most businesses is done anywhere from the 5th to the 12th contact, okay? So if you don't stay in touch with those prospects, there's a good likelihood that they're going to do business with your competition. So the bottom thing I teach about is the system, okay? It's all about mastering the bridge between high tech and personal touch. Today, everything, this pendulum seems to have swung so far. It's all about high tech. It's so easy to send emails and send text and those kinds of things, okay? And that's fine, and I'm not suggesting that you not use that. I'm just saying that we need to swing the pendulum back a little bit and include the personal touch. So what Send Out Cards does is allows you to use modern technology to create and send a card from any computer, your laptop, even your smartphone today. You can literally take a picture, create, and send a card and a gift right from your smartphone, okay? So using technology, and those aren't e-cards. That's not a card, you know, picture of a card on the screen. It's a physical, real card, and a gift if you want, you know, occasionally, that actually comes in the mail. So just some examples that I want to share with you. The difference between traditional marketing and relationship marketing. I had a birthday last month, and so two examples. The first example that I'm going to give you is a birthday wish that I got from my dentist, who's going to remain anonymous. And so here's my birthday wish from my dentist. It's a little sheet of paper that he sends out to every single person, and of course it says "Happy Birthday, Bo" on there. Well, actually he calls me Clyde, so he doesn't know me very well, because everybody that knows me knows my you know, I go by Bo. But anyway, this is the birthday wish that I got from my dentist. He sends the exact same thing out to every single person. Doesn't really make me feel very special. This, on the other hand, is a send-out card, so a birthday card that I got from a realtor that over the years has become a really good friend of mine. Now she includes 2 pictures of me, one fishing and another one that she got off of Facebook. And on the inside of the card, I'm not going to read it, but it's just a very personal note. And it's 100% about happy birthday. She never mentions in there, oh, by the way, I love referrals or any of that kind of stuff, okay? That's what we call chocolate-covered dog crap. So it's all about just absolutely being genuine and just wish them happy birthday. And I've got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to take one of those minutes to share with you 2 different examples, champions of people that get this. Okay, this is out of a book called Appreciation Marketing, aka Relationship Marketing, pretty much the same thing. But the 2 examples I'm going to give you real quick. One is Mary Kay Ash. Everybody knows who Mary Kay is. But she built a $1.2 billion cosmetic industry on the principle that she would teach all of her salespeople to send out 3 thank you cards every day. So before you go to bed at night, you send out 3 thank you cards to people. And she has built 1.5 million salespeople in 32 countries around the world because she knew how to harness the power of thank you. Okay. The other example I'm going to give is a world-renowned realtor, Tom Hopkins, who started off when he was 19 years old. The first 6 months, he's only making about $50 a month. He began to send out 10 thank you notes every night. And years later, he developed the habit of sending out 10 handwritten thank you cards every night.